Hello and welcome to a new game. For this new game I would like to make something of a theme, and the theme would be solid play. So I want to try and play the most solid moves I can find. This implies no weak group for myself. I will try hard to accomplish this and see how badly I will lose against a first dan. And for solid play, no frameworks for me. I do not want to deal with invasions. Also no frameworks for my opponent, so the cross Fuseki will be perfect. And as I have an unfinished corner myself, for solid play I will enclose it. My corner is approached. I will answer, not by pincering, starting fights or anything, just by solid making a base, taking half of the corner, getting some senti. Now I could approach myself and take nice point, not for territory but rather influence. I mean, he is flat on the top, some of the enclosure, it is an approach is big but not that big as on the bottom. I want to approach the corner and back off to k4. I will not do that, no backing off to k4. I'm pincered for solid play, let's go into the corner. So now I will end up with some solid points on the bottom right. And my opponent will have senti to enclose, I guess. Make some nice enclosure, and I can envision him playing here and me playing my corner is approached, but it is already a safe position, so I do not need to worry about this. Could attack it, meanwhile invading. But the corner, the open corner is big, that is why I will approach it, and I will approach it low for safety reasons. Again, I am pincered. I think my opponent likes to pincer me everywhere, so I will flatten him and counter pincer. This way the whole top becomes really flat and uninteresting. Again, my opponent thinks differently. And he gets into some... Does he cut now? And get into some complicated Joseki here. I think the move is somewhere at e17 and not f16. So although I want to play solidly, my opponent really wants to fight badly. So let's try and seal him into the corner. Still sealing in, I guess. Do I need to connect, or can I place something like a core? What now? Now with the co-thread I can start and place some safe moves around h3. And removing the RG from f3. I mean removing the possible influence. But my opponent seems to be in the fighting mood. I could just play c2, he Ataris, and then what? I could just connect for more fighting, or I could just play for territory. However, as I told you earlier, no weak groups. I have a weakish group at g4 and I have a weakish group at g16. So what do you know? Weak groups. I can take territory and let him bend, then I will make some shoulder hits and get out. So let's get this territory idea. He plays a safer Kosumi, not a knight's move. I guess since my group became weaker, I can make some endgame first. And this was kind of bad endgame. And make some base. This one helps me a lot though. What I want is to get out or live, and this move suggests that I can make influence before getting out. Helps me kinda a lot. Also more influence for me. Not worried about some second or third line territory for my opponent. Is here some Tesuji? Like the extension is obvious. Can I cut and Tari extend? I extend here Taris. What I'm wondering is, can I play M5 and N5 in Sente? For example, by cutting and extending. Let's just go ahead and try that. All I want is just some more outside moves for influence and let him have second line territory. And then go ahead and make a base on the top. This is interesting though. He does not want to allow me to play anything here. And this as well could be really interesting, since I can make one eye, and with more forcing moves. This has no eyes, but it requires deep reading, which I can't do while commenting. So let's play simple. Let's not attack and try to make this eye versus no eye situation. But let's just go ahead and just get the influence, I guess. So I have a huge amount of influence. I have possibilities on the right now. I can get even more influence with 16-016. And white has to attack the top left now. White does not attack the top left now. But wants to fight for the middle, which is fine, since the middle is a strong group. I can either get more greedy with a move like Q9 and say whatever, I can get 20 points here and you still have to live. Or I can play safe moves, as I told you earlier. And I will play a safe move, not a greedy move, which maybe works, but who cares. I wanted to play safe, now I can peep. Thanks for the peep. And play another safe move. I mean, this white group is really far from life, but I guess it will be fine. Now I'm out and can even make some territory. I like that idea. Could do some more central influence, can go really slow, or can say, you know what, I have a weak group, and weak groups need attention. So let us give some attention to our weak group. I want to do this by threatening the cutting stone. And get some more influence to get out. This move gets influence, I guess. I will get the influence. Let him capture. This group is even still undercut, so I have no real worries there. And I say that it's time to get some territory on the right. Maybe disconnect the two white groups. And then work on connecting our weak groups, just for safety. Of course, while attacking the weak group of white. I don't see real purpose for his move before. I have an eye here, I can get an eye here, so I kinda... And I guess I can even kill off this L11 stone. Atari, and although this is not a ladder, I can just Atari down and play here, and then I'm fine. I hope I do not misread that. The one down maybe has the better reading skills. Just Atari down and walk it right into my wall. So either, yeah, just walk it straight into the wall. Has 3 liberties, I guess. 1, 2, 3. If I'm wrong, then this has gone terribly bad. And if I'm right, then this white group at N12 still needs attention. Yeah, hard time for white, I guess. Cutting is useless at K11. I just extend up. So as white, I would try and go ahead and attack this F16 piece of influence to maybe cut later. Now I have some solid third line territory on the right. Wait a second. I connect. This is not an Atari. There's no cut. And here we have attachments. Oh, the cut is getting more dangerous. Wait a second, what if white plays at N7? Atari, Ataris, Atari, Ataris. I connect and I'm dead. Am I reading this right? He throws in Atari, Ataris, I connect. Okay. Now I have 3 liberties, he has 3 liberties. So still fine. I also want to connect my groups. Now he has another bunch of stones here. And is disconnected, I guess. So what about this right group now? My groups are nice and connected. This one lives because the middle white piece dies. I also can connect both ways here. So he really needs some life in the center, somehow. Let's see here. If I play here, then he is just alive with M13. If I play here, we have some more attachments. Let's just get rid of the eye first. I guess some attachments follow. I will respond solidly. And now if I Atari this, I guess he will need to connect first. And then I can descend, and that will be it. I mean, my group is connected, and this one is connected as well. So now I could either play this move and let him play Atari, connect, capture. Let's do this. Since capturing R15 will not give him any eyes. Also capturing Q9 won't give any eyes. Oh, wait a second, did I make a huge mistake and have to give up the corner for this? Maybe I seriously have, maybe I'm not. Can he... I mean, I have to block now. Is blocking Sente? Yes it is, because this throw-in is deadly. No it isn't. Wait a second, it is not deadly. Yeah, I have to give away. Do I? I'm slightly confused. Here Ataris. I can't connect. I can't capture. Did I misread that center? Did we both misread this center situation? Here Ataris. I cannot connect. I have to capture. He cannot Atari, but I guess I'm not misreading unless he Ataris, I capture. Sometimes you just have to trust your reading. He will need to break out, sure. But I see no reason not to go ahead and connect everything. I mean, my top right group is connected to a living group, so he will resign. I guess playing solidly worked halfway. I say thank you. Although I could have played even more solidly, I guess. All this reading was not safe play, but just vague reading. Let's review the game. So, since I want to play solidly, a cross Fuseki with no growing Moyos is a nice idea, I guess. He approached normally. Here, I guess we have this K3 move, which is, I guess, the one with not most, but little fighting spirit. Just extension from an enclosure. I can see whether I can get influence, and later we will have something along like this, or anything similar. Just some influence. Influence is easy to handle if you just want to live and don't worry, and not worry. Here he pincered, which is a strange idea because he is developing influence facing a already strong group. So I can fight here anytime and not worry about my Shimari getting into trouble. So I can play a move like J3 anytime and either live or even I mean, it's hard for white to actually fight this because I have attachments here and I can make a base with L3 and really not worry about my Shimari on the left. So pincering is strange because you have no real room to expand, or I just can reduce or cut the stone off, whatever happens. I decided to play a big move instead of some fighting invasions or growing Moyos. Right now I could also try and make something on the right, but I guess it will be reduced immediately to third line. So third line is fine, but right now approaching the corner I think is biggest. And again with the pincers. We pincer an enclosure if we really are interested in the left, or if left is big, like for example if there already would be stone at e6, and maybe now if you just back off, then the left would start growing. But with a third line stone, you can easily envision if black wants to grow, then there is again just the third line. So while black gets third line territory, white expands the framework really nicely, so black is not interested in third line on the left. That's why, oh, sorry. That's why again I doubt the pincering, but there is also no real framework. Maybe there is some framework ideas, but L17 a third line, so it can be again shoulder hit, or maybe with less pain for black capped. We have the pincer. Usually the simple Joseki would go this way, and as you see, third line is weird for white, and he has to cope with a new weak group. Sorry, decline. So he decided to use a fighting Joseki, which I do not know, I'm sorry. Maybe I should attach here and we will have this continuation, possibly. I do not know. If he responds in some way. I don't know Joseki here, I'm sorry. You will need to look up yourself at josekipedia.com or idogo or .org, whatever. We have this. I get a free move. And here I guess I get greedy. My theme was to be completely secure. So secure move is jumping, letting whites, for example, bend. But at the same time it creates a nice amount of territory, no, not yet territory, but a nice framework on the left. So I can go ahead and try and introduce something. I don't know what to do with my newly created group. Maybe, I'm sorry, I will need to disconnect. Maybe I can try and tank this L4 stone which got disconnected, but then we have just more jumping. I have no idea what jumping brings us. Maybe new attacks. Seems valuable. But I don't know, I just went with the territory move and said, okay, I will manage, and this one was the bad endgame, since it was Gote. I kinda mistook that for Sente, but no, it wasn't. I guess I should have just played any form of a shape move, like for getting a base, or for getting out. I mean, white is pretty much out now, so this one will be immediately picked at. But still, white needs more moves to be safe. Running battle, I guess. things I didn't want to get into in this game. But still, I guess I played pretty solidly up to this moment where I have 2 weak groups and some dead stones. Kinda bad. So I will need to get a base. And this one helped me a lot. Usually we want to enclose our opponent, play vital spots and completely enclose him and see whether this newly created influence was correct. For example, by attacking next, and black needs to get out, but it runs straight into a wall, so where will this group go now? It has no eyes. Also a bunch of beeps and cuts. So just create influence and start the attack is the usual way to go, but this one gives me influence and gives me more influence. Maybe I should have just played here and I don't know, some getting out move or some influence move. Getting out move. Actually, maybe I should go ahead and try and live here locally. Maybe my idea of getting influence is slightly better. What did my opponent play? So he had to capture those. So he played here first. And instead of capturing, oh well, he will need to capture anyway. Yeah, I can get influence there, so just jumping out is okay. But what I thought I could get 2 stones by extending and just playing something like this, or if after the first one he captures, something like this, and then connect up some huge influence. He played more clever. Again leaves RG. I mean, what happens? I have an eye. My opponent... No. Maybe it doesn't work. Well, my opponent has an eye as well. I have to capture. We have this. We have this. Too many liberties for white, so I guess it's fine. But I get some huge influence on the outside, so I really like that variation. So while I'm forcing him to capture my dead stones, I get huge influence, so potentially really dangerous. I did not want to read that out and play out anyway. So I just connected, let him connect, made some more forcing moves and connected, and this I don't know what it is. Usually we want to cut off weak groups. Is the middle group weak? As is, it isn't. Because it has a definite eye in the center, and if you try and peep, then still it has too many ways to run or connect. So first you make some influence moves, and then you go ahead and try and kill it. But the other way around, by cutting it off, you create a fresh weak group for yourself. Here I could be greedy and just go ahead, take fourth line. Maybe it will look this way and I will need to figure out am I alive or not. Then it will look something like this. I don't know exactly how. While picking up some fourth line territory. I said no, the theme is playing safe, so I will just get out and get out. And now my group is really much out, so to prevent... so my goal would be to take care of my last weak group, which is this G16 group. That is why I didn't bother to make territory. I didn't bother to... Maybe I should have just let it connect some way. Or let's say just go ahead and connect, and then connected all of my weaknesses. Would be too simple. I said I will first make some more influence with my weak group, and then threaten to make territory. Also, this removes possibilities for eyes for white, so white has to run. Some disconnecting, more attacks. I guess white misread this attachment. Goes nowhere. Maybe though I should have pushed... no, I shouldn't. If I do it this way, too simple for white. If I do it just this way, then it again can be interesting. I guess we'll see something like my group being under attack. So I have just the one eye here and have to attack white back. Looks dangerous. So I guess just going ahead and killing the stone off is the right idea. Oh wait, not this one. Also not this one. Just run him into the wall, and even if this move would work, so if you see, oh no, this one works and I cannot play here, for example, then maybe just go ahead and let white live. You have huge amount of influence. You can easily get few points out of the deal, while you have no weak groups anymore, and white just make 6 points and has given you territory on the right just from top to bottom. So already a nice result for black. But since it worked, as my reading suggested, I hope so. I mean, now, of course, I cannot connect. But if I capture, there is no Atari here. There is no snapbacks. There are no snapbacks. Also, this push down or this way do not work. So I thought, right, any move here also does not work. Yeah, and just letting black connect is no deal as well. So since this worked, it was the correct thing to do. We had the attachment, and here white has 1, 2, 3 liberties, black has 1, 2, 3 liberties. So if later you cut and black can extend, even if there is a stone at L14, black can go ahead and capture the stones. While white gets influence, black is still completely secure. So I guess just connecting up my last weak group would be the correct thing to do. Just connecting. This I guess is the wrong direction. Should connect somehow the weak group to the living group. Black, I guess, will go ahead and connect his weak group to a living group, and everyone is happy. Actually here, or a bigger move like this one. And here still, I guess, black is comfortable, has the right, has the bottom left, has some stone in the center, caught some stones, and white only has some stones on the bottom, some 15 points on the top, and maybe 20 on top left. I would be comfortable as black here. But he wanted to run this new group out and even connected it. I do not understand those last moves. I mean, there is a huge problem in the center and you care about 2 stones. That's why I attacked, and with possibilities to just make territory while attacking. But here I played for safety to connect everything. This is also not a problem since this one goes nowhere. And even if this would be a problem, I mean, let's say there is a stone at R2, black would still have Sente, a live group at the right, no eyes for white in the center, so alright, capture 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stones in the corner while I capture the whole center, and it's GG. Don't even really need the stone, but just saying. So I didn't. I wasn't too scared. However, there is one thing. What happens here? And is there anything? I guess there isn't. Although it was dangerous, I did not read all the right variations. I didn't care about the corner, but I did not read, like for example, what happens now. What did we have? We had This was the game. This was not the game. And this was it. So today's theme was kinda I am content with how I played this Let's Play Safe theme. And the next time I will try... this theme would be Let's Play Crazy Moves. I will try to play moves that do not appear bad, but I guess they will be bad because they will be crazy moves. So thank you for watching and see you next time.